Greetings, royal family. Today is Wendy Wednesday. I think Wednesdays, I'm gonna like coin it when Wendy Wednesdays. Anyway. All right, so I'm jumping on real quick because I saw the segment with Ray J on Wendy Williams' show today. And let me tell you, this was the most awkwardly hilarious and just messy interview that I've seen in a very long time. Okay, so hopefully most of you have caught this interview. Ray J came to the show to sit down to discuss everything going on in the media with him and Princess Love. So let me tell you something. I can guarantee that Mama Sonia was livid at this interview. Okay. First of all, Ray J came out and Ray J was higher than the price of movie theater popcorn. Okay. He had his glasses on, so I kind of knew something was up. Okay, he came out in all like black dark glasses. And Wendy says, can we have this conversation face to face, asking him to remove his glasses. So he has a brand of glasses that flip down. He showed them on the Breakfast Club a while back. Anyway, so he tried to promote that, and Wendy was like, okay, moving along. When he removed his glasses, though, his eyes were red, and his eyelids just appeared a little too heavy for him to hold open. It was just blatantly obvious that Ray J was to the moon. All right. His voice was a little raspy, a little hoarse, like he had been partying or had been yelling or something like that. But he was a good sport about it. One thing about Ray J is he is entertaining if you take him seriously. So again, awkward and funny interview at the same time. So, Wendy has her shoe cam. So he's putting his feet up. And Wendy's like, no, put them down. Because, Wendy has like the little marker where you put your feet down. And he's showing off his shoes. He's lifting up his foot. And oh my God, I'm like, what is he doing? Remember, he has his glasses off. His eyes are like red. Eyelids seem all heavy and stuff. So Wendy is just like, she could tell that this is going to be a mess. And Wendy, she's like a fast talker and she jumps from question to question, so she can get hyper too. So she asked him if they were some brand, and he said no, they're Dolce and Gabbana. And of course, Wendy, being tacky, she asked him how much they were, and I think he said like $1,300. And he says, he bought them specifically to come to the Wendy show. That's why they looked so brand new, never been worn before-ish, or whatever he said. Just real weird, just acting real weird. And Wendy moves on to say that she's scared of him because he does the most, like she says, I'm kind of scared of you. And he's like, why? And she's just like, because he says, why? What do I do? What do I be doing? And she says like, the most. He got up and she's asking him where he got his jacket from. He stands up and he says that he got his jacket from like a thrift store or something like that. He couldn't remember the name. And then he opens his jacket and shows off his death row. His death row hoodie. And he just pulls out a thing of headphones, a box with his headphones, and gives them to her. And, he's trying to promote, but Wendy wants to get to the mess. You know how Wendy is. But Ray J, at this point, he's just doing a lot. Like, a lot of moving parts are going on with just Ray J. And Wendy could, like I said, her facial expression was just like, oh God, I got to rein him in. So he tries to promote his little tech company, which is worth millions. So he's doing good as far as his business is concerned. So he also has like a cannabis company called Ray J's. And Wendy asked him if him and his dad have ever tested out the product, if his dad ever had edibles or anything like that. And he was like, no, no. He may have tried the CBD oil or whatever. Now, Wendy, you doing too much, girl. Sonia does not like you. I don't know if you guys remember, but Sonia had beef with Wendy like from back in the day. So this is not going to make Sonia happy. Oh my God. So they move on because Wendy wants to discuss Princess, which is his wife. So off on the other side at this segment, on the other side of the studio, they're setting up for the next segment, which I forgot she had a chef on there and they were going to be making chocolate or something like that. So Ray J notices that, and Ray J was like, oh, they bringing out food? And Wendy's like, yeah, we have a lot of moving parts, a lot of things happen on the Wendy show, co-hosts don't get distracted. He was like, oh, he's like, with me, like, I'm like asking if he's gonna be on the segment, and Wendy's like, no, you know. Ray J says, oh man, I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? They bringing out food. I'm hungry. I said to myself, oh my gosh, this was hilarious. Like, this was totally, totally funny. So back to Princess. And he says, you know, Ray J gives this spiel saying that, you know, Princess wasn't stranded. She was at a different hotel, and whatever she says, you know, I was wrong. You know, she's right. I just want us to, you know, work together as a unit, and I have to work on myself. I have to move with more knowledge, you know, so he's getting like real philosophical. And Wendy asked what started the argument. He said that he wanted to move to LA. I mean, move to Vegas. She wanted to stay in LA. So he says he knows he has to do better, and he's pretty much taking accountability. You know, he gives that I'm a good guy spiel. So Wendy is just throwing out random questions while he's giving this spiel. She asked him about his grills. She asked him if their marriage was open, and he says, no, you know, we don't have an open marriage, so on and so forth. So Wendy proceeds to ask him why he wasn't wearing his ring. So Ray J was caught in the airport, or photographed in the airport without his ring. So she says, you know, we covered it here on Hot Topics. Why weren't you wearing your ring at the airport? Ray J says, he takes a deep breath and he says, my hands were ashy, and I was looking for lotion. You know, I used the bathroom and washed my hands. And, you know, after you wash your hands get ashy. And he's just going on and on. And Wendy is like, you know, any excuse is better than none. I thought that was so hilarious. And even if that's not true, way to think quick on your feet, because he's been on the Wendy show before, so he knows what to expect, you know. So then they move on, and Ray J says that, you know, Snoop Dogg is his cousin, and he had a Death Row hoodie on, and I think he had something else that he pulled out. Anyway, so Ray J tells Wendy, hey, you know, I talked to Suge Knight yesterday, and Suge Knight has a message for you. So Wendy's like, wait, hold on. You know, how recent is this message? He says yesterday. So basically, Suge Knight told Ray J to tell Wendy, don't bring his name up, don't ask about anything about Death Row or about him, because she hasn't been nice to him in the past. So Wendy is immediately like, she looks at the camera and she's like, get out of here, Suge. She said, you know, it's not my fault that you ran over a man, backed up, and then ran over him again. Like, I am totally fair. I've always been fair. I am just cracking up at this point, because I'm like, Wendy does not care. This is old Wendy, like messy and don't care, you know? And it's like, what did she say? She referenced that he was going to be behind bars for life. And Ray J's like, you know, no, that's not fair. You could tell he felt uncomfortable. And he says, no, not life. You know, like, he got 26 years. Wendy's like, he's already old. So, you know, 26 years. So Ray J tried to, like, you know, just calm Wendy down by saying that he thinks that they should have a conversation over the phone, and he'll set that up so that they can iron out their differences. He's clapping. He's like, you know, let's be positive. You know, let's be positive. So Wendy agreed to that. So he plugs his new song. He has some new song or new album. He couldn't even remember which one it was. And he also has a movie coming out on TV One, which is like a family Christmas movie. He plugged that. That's going to be on December 8th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I forgot the name of the movie. So he's like, you know, it's a good family movie if you want to sip hot chocolate or sip on some water and eat cookies. Like, he was just, he was zoned out, but he was articulate. He wasn't slurring his words, but he was like slow in his diction. So you can, and looking at his eyes, you could totally tell that he probably was testing out his own product. So I don't know at this point if I should be concerned for Ray J, or just continue to not take him seriously. So whatever that interview was supposed to be, whatever it was, I have to say I thoroughly enjoyed myself. So I thought that was funny. So I just wanted to throw up, you know, my comments on here. Let me know if you guys saw it. If not, go to Wendy Williams' page on YouTube, and you could just look at that segment if you don't want to watch the whole show. But I didn't even intend, this was an impromptu video, but that was hilarious, you know, and I like a good laugh and a good chuckle. So Like this video if you liked it. If you stayed to the end of this video, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your support. Shout out to my new subscribers. Welcome to the Royal Family. Royal Family, make sure when you hit the subscribe button that you are clicking the bell and you are selecting all so that you can get all of my notifications. If you're already subscribed, just double check and make sure that the bell notification is clicked and it says all, okay? So get down in the comments. Let's have a good chuckle. Name some things that are higher than Ray J. Let's just keep it lighthearted and funny. So be respectful in the comments. I'll meet you down in the comments, Royal Family. I love you guys for watching, and I love you even more for all of your support. Until next time, family. Peace.